With the sun heating up around the planet, it's natural to think about how we can step away from our reliance on fossil fuels and unplug from the grid with solar energy. But if you're like me, you probably still have a lot of questions about how to do it. To help shed some light on going solar, we're here with Ed Steins from Sunrun. Ed, there's solar panels everywhere. What are the benefits?
Well, Michael, thanks for having me on. And you know, going solar is really a no-brainer. It puts you in control. You lock in your savings, you have a predictable electricity bill for 20 years, and customers who go solar with Sunrun save up to 20% on their electricity bill immediately.
Really?
Yeah.
And so what does that add up to, like, in real dollars? 20%?
Right. So, you know, your savings vary depending on a couple factors. One being, how much electricity do you use? What's the rate from your utilities? And how much sun do you get on your house? But the average American saves about $20,000 over the life of the solar. And
wow.
You know, the
20 grand, that's like real money.
Yeah, and you know, the great thing about it is you get to spend that 20 grand on whatever you want to.
Right.
And besides, you're doing something great for the planet.
Interesting, interesting. So what's the impact on the planet? Like for an average person, like if I got some, you know, solar panels on my home, what would be the impact to the world?
Sure, sure. Well, you know, the average production on a solar system that Sunrun puts on a homeowner's roof offsets more dirty energy than you might think. It's like taking a car off the road and removing those greenhouse gases that are generated, or like planting a tree. And when you put all the homeowners together in a neighborhood, it's really a huge impact.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
So, so what's involved in getting solar panels? Because you see the guys up there and they're putting the panels on. I mean, you know, I know for me, I'd be concerned about holes in my roof and that type of thing. And is it a big, you know, week-long production?
Right. Well, good question. So, when you sign a solar contract, and I recommend that everybody do their research first to make sure you're hiring a high-quality solar installer. And Sunrun's been around for 17 years.
Oh, nice.
Installing solar, and we pride ourselves on our high quality. After you sign the contract, we send someone to your house. They measure everything so that they can create a customized design that you approve. We do the permitting, and then we do the physical construction, which takes 1 to 2 days. And all the while, we're ensuring that you have a top-notch roof when we're done, a leak-proof installation, and a warranty.
Nice. So if anything went wrong, you guys would cover it.
That's right.
And now what about if I get a bunch of snow? Like a couple of years ago, we got crazy snow. Does that have an impact? Was that, you know, is that going to break the panels or whatever?
Sure. No, the panels withstand a lot, and the sun gets through that snow, and the panels heat up and the snow sloughs off, and so you're back to producing again.
Interesting. And it doesn't matter, like I could be in Maryland or I could be in New York, or, you know, because you think about solar, you think, okay, well, that's fine for California and Arizona, but what about those of us who are maybe on the East Coast or Midwest?
Yeah, well, the good news is that there's enough sunshine in this country to make solar viable for homes everywhere, in every state.
Cool.
And, you know, it's estimated there are about 83 million single-family homes that are viable for solar. Now, there are only 1 million homes that have it, so there's a big opportunity for people to go solar.
Interesting. And this is an actual panel?
Sure is.
It's a baby size.
These are a couple baby-sized panels, and but same construction.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So walk me through what the process would be. So let's say I wanted to buy solar panels. What would that process look like?
Right. So we provide a consultative process that helps educate a homeowner about the different options that might be right for their family. And you want to do some thinking about what are your electricity needs and what kind of savings are you looking for to make a decision. And there are two big options, leasing and buying.
And so what's the difference?
Well, sure. Leasing, you know, you're not paying for solar panels, you're paying for solar power.
Oh, nice.
And your solar provider, like Sunrun, does everything for you. They do the construction, the maintenance, the monitoring, ensuring, and making sure that the performance is there for you. And if you choose a lease, you sign a contract with Sunrun for us to provide you with electricity for 20 years.
Sounds pretty simple.
Yeah.
And so how does that differ? So I mean, I like that idea because it seems like, you know, might be a pain in the butt to buy them, and then you got to put them up, and that's probably what 10 grand to buy the panels, or what does buying look like?
Yeah, well, sure. It does require you to write a big upfront check, although you are saving against the rise of electricity rates and hidden costs and surprise rate hikes from the utility, like you are with leasing. But you do have to write that big upfront check, and you do have to maintain and monitor themselves. Yourself as the homeowner.
And what is that check? I mean, is it 10 grand, 20 grand?
Yeah, it could be 20 to 40 grand.
Interesting. And when would I, you know, if we bought them, when would I get paid back, or when would I see a return?
Sure. So when you buy, it typically takes 7 to 9 years to get a payback on your investment. And we find that more homeowners are leasing than buying.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like to me that leasing really would be an ideal situation, at least from my perspective, because I get to get all the benefits. I don't have to worry about it. You get them on the roof, you take care of them, and then I just get the savings, and that 20 grand I can, do some fun things with.
That's right. That's right. Exactly.
All right. Well, Ed, I really appreciate you stopping by. It's good to see you. And, I think you've piqued my solar interest, I'll say.
Good, Michael. I'll be giving you a call, and look forward to talking with you about it.
But
Thanks
only
for
if
having
it's a
me.
lot of baby ones.
Okay, that's a lot of baby ones, yeah.
All right, up next, we're going deeper off the grid with a visit to the oldest Zen monastery in the U.S., Tassajara. Don't go away.
This is living. This is cottage living.
A little wonky.
I think it's still going. Is it over yet?